Good morning, everyone. I trust that you had a great weekend and it's the beginning of a new day. And I just know that no matter what you're going through, you are going to make it. Today, I want to talk about change. Change. Wow. Change can mean a whole lot of things and going through a whole lot of everything. But it is important that when change come about, that a lot of time and the majority of the time, change is necessary. Starting over, doing a new thing, or making sure what you used to do and finding something and a new way to do it. No matter what, we have to expect change. It's not um, healthy to stay the same in everything you do. You get so, um, I use this word a lot, complacent, but we do like we get in a corner and we stand there and we do nothing but get comfortable in that corner. It is important that when change, whether it be forced upon you or whether you decide to make that change on your own, it is important that when you feel that nudge pulling on you and when you feel that there's nothing more for you to do where you are, it is important that you realize this and make that needed change. Now, um, change can be from moving from one resident to another or moving from one city to another. No matter what that change is, it is important to make. Now, sometimes for those students that are in college, and they decided when they first went to college that they wanted to focus on uh, this particular field. And that's okay. But then as they go and get into their studies, then they realize that a change was necessary. A change was needed because where they were going or where they thought they were headed with their education, come to find out that is not really the direction they wanted to go in, but they found out then and they did something about it to make a change. Change is necessary. Change is without a doubt hard, without a doubt nerve wracking and scary at times because when you're making a change, you're moving in the unknown. You're moving in a direction that you have never gone before. And because of this, fear sets in that wants to hinder you to keep you from making that necessary change. Usually, and the majority of the time, it is ourselves that keep us from making the necessary changes. We are our worst enemy the majority of the time. We talk ourselves out of things or into things that we should had not or we should have. A lot of times with ourselves, we know we need to make a change. We know we need to go into a different direction, but fear has struck, and fear has determined what to do and how you do it. Now, but once you find out that a change is necessary, then we need to start preparing ourselves in that direction. And a lot of times, in making that change, we may not know which direction to go in. Um, our path is unclear, our vision is unknown. So In some cases, we are making blind steps going in to change. Sometimes we're making a change with blindfolders on, and our vision is impaired because of our fear. Fear is our worst enemy, and once we overcome our own fears, then the change becomes a little bit easier. Now, what changes are there to make? There's thousands of changes that need to take place, but the first change that needs to change is our mindset. Our mindset is the first thing that gets, or the second thing past fear that get in our way. Our mindset hinders us because of our being comfortable where we are and not really wanting to take that risk. But you have to take that risk no matter what. We have a new year that is getting ready to come in, and change is going to be necessary, whether the change is forced upon us or whether we voluntarily make that change. Now, once we get past our fears, get past the emotional drama of saying I can't do it, but then turns out that you have no other choice but to do it, then you are at that point pushing yourself, because now you are being forced to go in a direction that, one, maybe you chose, or two, that you don't have no other choice in. So when that happens, you still have to take control over that situation. Whether it's being forced upon you, that change is being forced upon you, or whether you're making that change voluntarily. Either way, you have to make that change. Even if it's moving into a new resident, that's a change. Change in education, that's a change. Change in mindset, that's a change. Change of how you see yourself, that's a change. These are changes that have to do, that we personally have to take care of. When it comes to dealing with change, first you got to change your mindset, your heart direction, what you want to do and how you want to do it. Once you get the answers of which direction you need to take, then go head on with it. Move full force in that direction. If you know you got to move, then why wait to the last minute to pack? You don't wait to the last minute to pack your belongings when you know you have a limited time to stay where you are. So you just don't pack up on the day of. You just don't leave without making preparation. You have to not only pack your things, but you have to prepare yourself to move those things. But not only that, you have to have somewhere to move. Now, it is important that whatever direction your heart is taking you in 2020, no matter which way you want to go, you put your head on straight, you put your feet planted hard, no matter what direction you go, you make sure that you travel in a direction in which no one can tell you you can't do. You can do whatever you set your mind to do. You cannot let no one, not even yourself, to talk you out of that change. Change is good. Change is healthy. Change is needed, because no matter what, staying in the same place, being in pity party for years on years on years, being hateful, be on years towards yourself or towards others. Those are changes that have to come about. You have to change the way you look at things in order to see something new. Newness comes once you gain the understanding of what it is you're trying to do. So, no matter which direction you are planning to take in 2021, make sure that you have your head on straight. Make sure that you plant your feet deep. Make sure that you let no one talk you out of it. And number four, make sure that you don't talk yourself out of it. Because once you get on the other side of that change, there's going to be beauty. There's going to be a healthy life, a healthier life, whether your change was in your eating habits. You made changes. You decided to lose weight. You made changes in whether, even in how you wear your hair. You make changes because change is needed and change is necessary. So, whatever you do, just stand tough, stand strong, and make that change because it is needed. All right? So, for the rest of this year, just make sure you put your best foot forward in yourself. Move with purpose, move with direction, and move in the direction that the Lord is leading you or your heart is leading you. Stop putting your heart on hold. Let your heart guide you because your heart knows what it wants. But it is your mind that stops you. So no matter what it is, don't hesitate in your direction. Don't hesitate in your change, all right? You have a blessed and wonderful day, and make sure that as you make that change into the new year, that you take somebody with you, okay? Have a blessed day.